Hello, fellow dreamers. I want to say thank you to my 9 subscribers. Woohoo! Not a subscriber yet? What the hell? Hit the subscribe button so you never miss one of Heather's wacky hints, product reviews, or service testimonies. That is what this video is all about, a service testimony. I've decided that these particular types of videos, recipes, funny little stories I want to share, whatever, is going to be all on Say Something Saturdays. Basically, anything I can think of or that my subscribers have requested, I look into for them. Sundays will be business strategies, tips, suggestions, and different little things that you need to grow your business. Anyhoodle, as I mentioned in my welcome video, I needed to start working on my credit in a bad way. I got started on this venture in late August. I got my first round of dispute letters in about a week. Talk about speedy. So, I want to talk about this area for a moment. I didn't know how to understand the letters. They were in legalese. I could understand they saw some things on my credit report that didn't belong to me. They saw things that were outdated and needed to go away. Well, I reviewed the letters, not at all understanding what I was reading. Thought, sure, this looks right, maybe. Put my little Jill Hancock on them, attached my identification letters to each of the 3 dispute letters, and mailed them off to the credit agencies. Now, at that time, I was having to borrow my son's laptop because mine had shit the bed, as laptops tend to do. I had not replaced it yet, so I didn't really have a lot of time to follow up on everything that financial education services have. And I knew it was going to take the credit agencies 30 to 45 days before they actually responded. So I was like, okay, well, I got my first response letters, but they didn't tell me what my new credit score was. Said I had to pay for the result. Well, I shouldn't have to pay. It's my credit score. I should be able to see it when I want. Anyway, I figured I would stay the course, and when I got my computer and was really able to get into my protection plan from Financial Education Services, I would see the new credit score with the tracker. The letters did state which discrepancies they removed and which they felt should stay. I finally got my own computer, so I'm now able to follow my credit score more closely. One of the 7 benefits, yes, I said 7, that the protection plan package includes is Credit Builder. The first, of course, is the credit restoration. That's where my little dispute letters come from. But I want to cover each individual benefit in their own video. The reason I want to devote a whole video to each benefit is because they are all so great. I don't want to just gloss over what they do and what they are. They each deserve their own 15 minutes of fame. So I want to spend a little time explaining why I'm working so hard to restore my own personal credit. The house that I live in was purchased when I was married. My credit wasn't great then. Previous divorce helped that. Anyway, as a matter of fact, we couldn't even put my name on the loan at all. So the loan was in my husband's name. Guess what? It is still in my now ex-husband's name for the same reason. Now, I got the house in the divorce, but I also got the payments that went with the loan. That isn't a problem. I've paid it on time every single month for the past 14 years. The problem is actually twofold. My good payment history doesn't count on my credit, even though the payment is coming out of my bank account. Oh, no. My good payment history shows up on his credit because the loan is in his name. It also really mucks with his debt-to-income ratio. I'll explain more on this in a little later video. Anyway, his credit wasn't great either, so our interest rate is horrible and variable. That wasn't my choice. My house really needs a full-scale remodel. Not because I want it to look pretty, even though I do. My house is no longer safe. I have a short somewhere in the kitchen that caused my stove to short out and catch on fire. The sink shocks me when I wash the dishes, and other fun, shocking little experiences. The roof needs to be replaced, and I have clay sewer pipes that need to be upgraded. I need to get my house completely leveled. I want to get new doors and windows for better energy efficiency through the house. Well, in order to get the main things taken care of, like new wiring, I have to refinance the house and use the equity in the house to get as much done as I'm able to financially. Now, since I have almost paid all the interest from the first loan, I don't really want to start over again. But if I can start with a much lower fixed interest rate to begin with, my payments will decrease and remain constant. In order to get the best interest rates and make sure I can get approved for a home loan through the bank, I'm aiming for a credit score of 750. By the way, 750 is within what is considered the good credit range. To have an excellent credit score, it needs to be above 790. Just some food for thought. I will say I am not there yet, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be working on it. But I'm learning how to get there with the Smart Credit Builder I touched on earlier. It is showing me step by step a 120-day plan to really build my credit and get out of debt. They show you a list of all the accounts that are showing great payment history that helped your credit score and areas that need help. The 120-day plan, if followed, can potentially boost my score by 79 points. I want to point out here that all results do vary. Now, I want to go into how they help because let's face it, everyone wants to know how can they help me? Well, here it is. Each negative thing on your credit is reviewed and you can take action on each and every one. If you have an account that has been closed for whatever reason, you can request that it be removed with the Fix Error button because the account is closed and you are no longer able to make payments on it. If you have some accounts that have some late payments, 1 or 2, whatever, but it has been paid off, you can request a goodwill correction. That means you're requesting that the creditor remove the show of the late payment on your credit history. So you can also, if you still owe a debt, you can make an offer to pay the debt and give the amount of time you need to pay it off. They suggest hitting the ones that are under $3,000 first to get them taken care of right away. That's going to really boost up your credit fast and in a hurry. They also suggest the shorter amount of time you are offering to pay off the debt, the better chances you will have at your offer to reduce the debt. I just did several of my own, and it takes a few days to hear back, but you can bet I will be keeping you updated with my progress as it goes. As I stated, it is a request only. I do not know if the creditors will or won't. It could be the type of credit that, or the type of loan or whatever that it is specifically. Some of the other benefits is Smart Credit has a $1 million insurance policy. And here's a list of the things that insurance policy is. Zero deductible that covers the entire family residing in your household. Covers bank accounts, brokerages, lines of credit, credit cards, basically any way someone can really screw you over by stealing your identity. Oh yeah, it's an identity insurance. It will cover money that you spend out of pocket while you're trying to get everything restored and go. It covers pre-existing ID fraud that you may not even know about. What insurance companies cover anything that's pre-existing? Am I right? If your IDs get stolen, it'll cover the replacement of your passports, licenses, social security cards, anything like that. And you can get updates on your phone if they notice any funny little business happening with your information. There's the score tracker that helps you keep progress of your score in real time. The 120-day credit builder, which is, by the way, just 4 short months. And then another area with the Smart Credit is the Score Master. Score Master keeps track of all your lines of credit for you. It follows when you make payments on time and lets you see how your payment history is affecting your credit score. Then there's a smart credit report that shows you a rundown of your total debt, your minimum payment amounts, your total creditors, you have the number of accounts that are closed. The list goes on with that one great, easy to understand report. Your financial manager, you put in your financial information, and it's like having a financial advisor right at your fingertips. You can also order the full credit report from the 3 credit agencies. It gives you the chance for you to follow your own report and check for inaccuracies on your own. And it is additional, but it's less than $10. Most people pay more than that for Starbucks. I'm just saying. So, earlier I mentioned identity insurance. Real quick. Well, LifeLock is another one of the benefits of the Premier Protection Plan with Financial Education Services. So, it's like double protection, condom and birth control against someone wrecking your good name, right? So, the increase in my credit score that I mentioned previously is just if I did the credit builder alone, that 79 points I talked about. But I'm not just doing that. I'm doing the credit restoration. I've got that working for me too. So after my first round of dispute letters were resolved, my credit score increased by 71 points. So from the day I started to the end of the 120-day plan that I just started last night, just from the first round of resolution letters, I'm looking at a credit score boost of 150 points. Oh, I really can't wait to get my second round of dispute letters to be resolved so I can see where that gets me. I just can't believe that in barely over 2 months, my credit has already gone up 1 letter grade. Woohoo! Happy dancing. Oh yeah, happy dancing. If you know that your credit needs work, send me an instant message on fan page. Don't wait. It's Phoenix Rising Lifestyles. You can follow me there too. I will be running specials on there from time to time. Until next time, dreamers, dare to dream big. I know I will.